Hello, histology class. This is Dr. Ogilvy. A couple things that I would like to uh, give you some tips about. The first is the syllabus is interactive, the PDF. So when you click on it, uh, you see up here this little top menu will show up. But when you scroll down and go to, let's say, what are the lectures like? You see it's hot linked. And then this top menu may disappear, but if you hover your cursor up here, it will show up, and you can go back to the first page very conveniently, and then scroll down, and you may want to know, oh, what's the policy on failure to meet deadlines? So you go like that, and you immediately are there. So this is a really quick way of looking things up in the syllabus if you're viewing it online. I also actually just revised the syllabus a bit. There was something in here on course activities, page 18, that I took out because it really was just duplicating what's in the course assignment schedule. So that used to be right down here, and I took it out. It was confusing, and I apologize for that, but now, you can also click here, how well I learned the material in this course, and then go back to the page. It's a quick way to navigate back and forth. Where you can find help if you have a disability. We've got all kinds of information in here, and then the general learning outcomes of the course, etc., etc. So back to that, and then while I'm here, let me just point out something else too. Now, in the course modules, for every module, like Module 1, there is a graded practice quiz you have 3 attempts for. You're told about that in the syllabus, and you can find it right below the lectures, below the videos for the biolucidus specimens, and it's right here. But just this morning, I put a link in the graded practice quiz page. So that in Module 1 quiz, I put this links to Module 1 graded practice quiz. So I put it here and then emphasize the deadlines that are here. I'm going to move this over so you can see the whole thing. And I emphasize the deadline of September the 6th for this graded practice lecture and lab quiz. You've got 3 attempts for that, and we're going to keep the highest score in this, and that will enable you to so from now on the rest of the course you will find this module 2 graded practice lecture quiz in the module 2 as well as module 2 quiz folder. I just thought it would be more convenient and you won't miss taking that, but remember this, that we develop these practice lecture and lab quizzes and giving you a chance to earn some points. But the whole purpose is for you to do them and complete them several days before the module quiz, Part A and Part B, deadline. And that way you can take advantage of some learning, and you can post on a discussion board if you're confused about something, and we can help you learn that before you take your module quiz Part A and Part B, for which you only have 1 attempt. So anyway, that I thought would be helpful. So the next thing I want to emphasize is this discussion board. Very important that you take advantage. You see, we have 35 in the class that have introduced themselves and already have earned 10 extra credit points. Now there's something else up here, email check. And some of you that have registered later, say after Monday the 21st, some even registered just before the deadline yesterday, August the 30th on a Wednesday, because 5 o'clock was the last time you could register for this course. So what I want you to do, if you haven't done it, is to go to this email check, and you will find in your view of the course website a button down here that says Mark Reviewed. please go there if you haven't done that and mark this reviewed, and then I will know that you're receiving our emails. Okay, then let's go to the discussion board, and there is a discussion forum for everything. I see there's one question here about the course syllabus, and that will be answered today sometime. Let me just see what that is. Let's see. The course schedule says the first lab assignment of Module 1, the web mic orientation, take about 100. I finished it in well under 120 minutes. I just wonder if other people did the same, or did I miss something? Well, on the average, the laboratories, we just estimated could take as many as 2 hours as you get into the course. So yes, you can finish it, but the advice here is to review, review, review. So yes, you could finish it, this particular lab exercise, much sooner, but you also have the biolucidus specimens to view and to study, in which there are annotations. So that will take some time. But revisiting over and over during the module period what you initially study is the only way that you're going to succeed in the course, because everything is, I mean, it's like going to a new city or a museum, or visiting a favorite park or something like that. Particularly a museum, where you walk through the museum and you just look at things the first time, and you get home and you remember maybe half of what you see. But if you visit it several times, then you would begin to remember that. You're learning the overview of things, and you're learning the details. In some ways, it's like hovering over a city in a helicopter. If you look at it first time, doesn't mean anything to you. But if you walk the streets and you revisit that city over and over and over, and then you go up in the helicopter and say, oh yeah, I remember that visit. That's no problem. I've got that all down. So I just can't emphasize enough how important it is to go through things the first time, and then again and again, and revisit, review, review, review. I think those are the three most important things: review, 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 to be successful. Okay, so when you post on the discussion board, though, make sure that you post in the correct forum. For example, let's say after every module quiz, and down here, we have a forum for graded practice quizzes, but let's say the module quizzes. After every module quiz, you have the opportunity to review your quiz, see what you answered correctly. If you got the correct answer, you're going to see it. If you didn't get the correct answer, you're not going to see the correct answer. And we want you to make the effort to learn that. And so one of the learning activities is to go to the discussion board, and if it's part A, open up part A, and then create actually respond to my post, and post about the question on the quiz. If it's question number 1 on your quiz, make sure you use your number on the quiz, because it won't be the same question number as another student in the class. So we need to know that, as well as a statement of maybe the question itself, and then state where you need help. Or if you want to challenge a question, that's okay. That's a process of learning. You say, oh, I think this answer should be this, or I typed in this. Would you consider this answer as correct? And we evaluate that, and we have a way of knowing on type-in answers what the entire class typed in for a given question. And we organize those and go through, and we look at those even before you post anything, to try to determine whether another correct answer may be considered. Sometimes there are various synonyms, et cetera, et cetera. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. It's about 10 minutes long, and hopefully some of those things are helpful.